Hello, lovers, men and sex. What do they want? How do they want it? Let's find out. You're welcome to Eve's Desire by Tiwa Says, and I remain your pleasure coach. So, like I said, today we're going to be discussing men and sex. And I have a male guest in the house who's going to help to really get into this topic. So, without wasting any much time, I'll allow him to introduce himself.
Hello, family. It's your boy, the ugly, your favorite gadget plug, your favorite boy. Let me put it that way to you guys.
Okay, so I said men and sex.
Mhm.
What do men really want when it comes to sex?
Me personally,
Mm,
I think men want satisfaction from sex
okay.
because I feel sex is broad. When we say sex, it goes beyond just intimacy, like just you entering
Penetration.
penetration. Yeah, so it goes beyond that. So I feel like having sex
Mhm.
sometimes it entails two people, sometimes it can be like personal. But me personally, I would say I want to derive satisfaction from sex. So yeah, I would say that's what I want.
So I get a lot of complaints from men who say that their women are not satisfying them, or they rather their women do things this way or that way. So how exactly or what exactly do men want when it comes to sex from women?
That's a very interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say this: a lot of women don't know how to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So does a lot of men.
Can you hear?
So you know, we, well, let me start with mourning. A lot of women don't mourn. It's a serious problem. And most of them just think sex is just lay on your back like a log of wood and just spread
Wow,
your legs.
this thing.
No, so yeah, do better, do better. I mean, you have like sites where you can learn how to, and some women don't even know what foreplay is. They just, okay, do it.
Wow, bang on. I thought that was a man's thing. It's men that don't know, that don't do foreplay.
Men do foreplay.
Which men?
I'll say this. Most women, let me dive into a little bit into marriages.
Okay.
When you're courting, you're coming to see me, you're all spiced up, you're wearing your best outfit type shit. So when we're like in the house now,
Married.
yeah, when we're married now and living together, you tie a wrapper around your neck. Nothing sexy.
Wow.
So I mean, sex is no longer fun compared to when you used to wear that pants that goes in between you. I don't want to call the name of the pants. And then you show a little bit of flesh. I like it when my woman likes, like, she knows how to tempt me. She doesn't make moves, but she calls my name without saying my name. You get me? So she wears like stuff that are very appetizing. She passes, probably I'm playing video game or I'm doing my work on my laptop or something, and then she passes the first time, then passes again. Even my subconscious will notice that something is, so it's very appealing. And then she goes to the bedroom and just sends me a text, and please can you help me come pick something in the bedroom? That's a call. But I mean, how many people do this these days? How many people do this these days? Wow. Some women don't even try to appeal their husband sexually, or some people, if you left to some women, yeah, they can go 3 years and not have sex. So that's my drag for
no. That's a serious drag. I don't.
That's my drag
women.
For women.
That's
my drag for women.
3 years.
That's my drag for
Excuse me, women love sex as well. It's not only you that love sex.
Prove to us, show us. My man, I'm sure you guys are with me.
Okay, can I say something? Because we are not talking in this context of married people. I also feel that when people get married, it's not just the woman that is complacent. Even the man gets complacent. Or he doesn't. It's both people. He doesn't do what he used to do. You know that they say that a man is enticed by what he sees, but a woman is enticed by what she hears, what you say to her, what you do to her, and all that. So when the thing is that when people get married, the men stop cutting their wives.
So I'll say.
So she's now one of the furniture. She's there. It's just like she's there.
I don't
So
agree.
you don't cut her anymore. You don't do things to please her. You don't tease her. You don't do that. So how do you expect her to be appealing?
Quick question, guys. How do women react to compliments, especially from this part of the world? I don't know about anywhere else. When you tell a woman, you look, or let me say your partner, your immediate partner, you look very beautiful today. He's trying to watch her reaction. Most women don't even know how to react to compliments. Like, it's for real.
My heart.
Check this out. You tell a girl, you look very beautiful today, and she tells you, I know. How is that encouraging?
Oh wow.
We don't, our girls don't even blush. Emma be, y'all don't be
We don't
angry.
blush.
These women don't blush. I mean, on my way to this place, I haven't told the lady you smell nice. She was like, oh, I know. How am I supposed to tell the next? How am I supposed to tell the next lady that you smell nice? So it's not encouraging. So when a man like,
that's an individual thing. How many women do you tell? So you can't use one woman to judge. You can't use one woman to
these
judge.
women don't know how to take compliments. Not all though, not all.
Exactly, not all.
Not all. So how these women take the compliments? You know, it's just like they say, when you appreciate, more comes. So you don't know how to appreciate, and you won't expect me to do more now. When you appreciate the little I'm doing, like the little compliments I'm giving, you know, the way you appreciate it will make me want to compliment you more and all that. But as long as you don't know how to like appreciate my compliments.
Yeah, but that's the compliment you talked about now is a random lady. Most men don't compliment their wives. And when they compliment their wives, it's at the point that they want to get down. Maybe they want to do something. So they will come like, you're looking good today. And the woman already knows that this is leading somewhere. So it's not just an innocent compliment. It's a compliment leading somewhere.
Quick question: how are you looking to be complimented? Let's dive into that, because you have to look good. You know, like I said earlier, that most women when they get married, they forgo how they were like spicing things up and start. I mean, how am I supposed to tell a woman that
that's also not all women.
Okay. I mean, if you look good and you have a good man, he needs to compliment you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't always have to be he's trying to get down with you. I mean, there's no way I come home to a very beautiful looking woman. Smells nice, or I don't need you to be all dressed up. When you dress like me, when you are all dressed up, I feel like my brother is in the house. You feel me? Show me some skin, please. Like, yes. Let's spice this whole relationship marriage thing up. Like, yes.
Okay, you girls, you ladies, have you heard that? Please. Okay, I'm still not going to agree. I'm still going to say it's not all women who are like that. And then there's one thing that I like to talk about as well. I know that men have specs. What is with men and specs?
So for me, I feel like specs varies over time. Like what a man likes today would be different in the next 5 years. I just feel like spec varies. You know, you cannot like one particular thing for a long time. So
that's new.
Yeah, I mean, check.
Why is that?
I don't know. There's always something new. You know, change is constant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys will agree with me that you cannot have one spec for so long. You know. Yes.
I thought your spec is your spec.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not. You can't be the same forever now. I mean, there was a time you were eating concussion rice. Now you're eating well-garnished jollof rice. I mean, it happens.
Speaking of that, the fact that you said that brought something to mind. Because eating jollof rice, eating concussion and all that, is that also a way of saying that men cannot stick to one woman?
No,
that's why they cannot stick to one woman. No. Because you can't be eating jollof rice all the time.
No.
And because it says spec changes over time. So even if you marry your spec, tomorrow now your spec might change and you might say that, oh, I don't really like them slim anymore. I want them curvy thick. And then you start chasing curvy thick and you left slim at home.
I think she's trying to twist my words, guys, but you're follow up with this. I'm going to educate you guys. I hope she gives me the time to educate you guys. So this is it. You want your woman to add some meat. You're beginning to like find interest in chubby ladies. Feed your woman. Feed her, like she gains some flesh. I mean, you are married to this woman. I don't support cheating. I don't particularly believe that men are polygamous in nature. That's my own stance. Yes, that's my own stance. People do history without doing the actual history. So I'll tell you this where polygamy came about. Back then, like in the early 70s and all, our forefathers were farmers and they needed workforce. So the more women you marry, the more children you have, the more workforce you have. So it was a thing of business, not personalized.
I love in New King James version.
Yes, yes.
Excuse me, polygamy dates back to Bible days. Not just 1970s. Bible days, there was polygamy.
What were they doing in the Bible days? Were they not farmers?
I wouldn't know. It's not.
They were farmers. They were farmers. For those that were not farmers, they were fishermen. It all has to do with farm because you as a fisherman, you be categorized under farming as well. Yes.
So are you saying that Solomon was a farmer? That's why he had is it 300 wives and 700 concubines or the other?
Solomon just had. I don't know about Solomon, but I'm telling you.
And David too.
As to my history that I have checked, most polygamous families back in the days were farmers. They needed workforce, so they needed. The more wives you marry, the more kids you have, the more workforce and then you can. The more you produce, the more money you have, the more acres of land you acquire. So yeah, I don't necessarily believe in if you have like composure, you have self-control. I don't see why you chase after different women.
Hey, this one is from matter space, so I think there's just 1% of you. So I'm still coming back for you.
Yeah, I'm there for you.
Yeah, spec changes.
Yes.
Your spec changes.
Yes.
And then you marry your spec. And
Yes.
then after a while you decide that I want this spec. Okay, what if? Okay, because there are some things that can be changed and there are some things that can't be changed. If you say, okay, after a while you marry a slim woman, but after a while you want a chubby woman, okay, it's okay to feed her. You can decide, okay, I want to feed her, I want her to be chubby. Okay, so after a while, if you now decide I don't want chubby again, I want slim, so you should die.
She will hit the gym.
She will
the
the woman is a pawn now.
She's not.
You are just
She's
taking
not.
her anyhow.
She's
And
not.
then what if you now decide that you want big bosomed something, and then your wife is not like that? You tell her to do BBL, or you want big bum bum, and she's not like that.
I feel like that's a personal choice, but I don't think I want big or bogus or whatnot. I mean, even for those that are married, the second your wife gives birth, she adds weight. She puts on weight.
Definitely, yes.
So some women, this is something that I've been willing to talk about. For those of you that put on weight when you just give birth, please. People find I feel like it's a good thing to give birth, and it's a lot of work to be pregnant.
Yeah.
I applaud you guys for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, MOVCO. So but yeah, a lot of people leverage on the fact that I just gave birth, so they start to lose themselves.
Yeah.
They become too big. I mean, keep yourself. I don't know. People just find means to complain. So if as a man, it's just communication. You can communicate. There's a reason why it's called partnership, right? I think you should put on some weight. Sometimes you don't even need to tell her. Just feed her to your taste.
How will you feed her? You the one cooking. How will you feed her?
Yeah, I mean, give her more protein. She knows.
Are you the one cooking?
It does.
Or you want to be taking her out to eat every time?
Do you guys always cook in your house? Because it's like if you don't go on dates, you don't get your wife goodies, like all the goodies and specials. I mean,
Ladies, it's the part of the 1%. Watch out.
I'm not necessarily any part of anything. That's just my stance.
Okay, you feed your woman.
Yeah.
I know that when a woman gives birth, she puts on weight. Especially for some that are slim, that are always slim. When they give birth to one or two, they add weight sometimes in the right places.
Yeah.
So they even become more
English sexy.
Sexy, yeah, they even look better and all that. But when it becomes too much, there are times that women just let themselves go and the weight becomes too much, and then they are no longer attracted to the man. That's what you're saying, and that becomes a problem. I know that sometimes this weight, although there's nothing that is impossible anyway, but this weight sometimes can be difficult to lose at once. So yes, it's true, because we are different and our bodies are different, so it might be easy for one person and then it might not be so easy for another person, especially if the person is coming from has the genes, already has those genes,
Yeah.
those fat and big genes, it might be a little more difficult for the woman. So I would expect the man to be supportive, but most men are not supportive. They are always dissing the woman, like, why are you looking like this? What's this? Blah, 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 blah. I believe that if a woman has a supportive partner, it will go a long way. Also, this is not to say that there are some women who just feel like what they have come into a marriage to do is to give birth, and that whether you like that's your own. If you want to go and be meeting all those small girls outside, blah, blah, blah. But there are some women who are also genuinely interested in themselves and looking better for their husband and also for themselves. But it can be a little difficult. So what I'll just beg is for the men to be, a little supportive. Some women might need a little nudge.
Like a little push here. I was going to say that.
Yeah, a little push here and there, You could even decide to be going to the gym together or to be doing exercise. So just something to push her and then to make her feel that, okay, yes, she's still loved, even though she looks this way, but you just prefer that, not just for you, but for herself as well.
Yeah.
So I think men take note.
Yeah, men take notes, but women also take notes too, because sometimes tough love is the way forward. It's not everything that is baby. So I feel like most men have tried to like encourage their wives, but because of a lot of petting, they just like, okay, baby, I'll go tomorrow. Sometimes you need that tough love to do better. I mean, it's your body. Okay, it's our body.
Yeah.
When your body is banging, you show off.
Mm.
So I mean, Emma, you guys like listen to us, So I mean, I'm very sure she agrees with me because
on some levels, not
she
on all
agrees with me.
levels.
She will never say she agrees with me, but I know she agrees with me that some of you need tough love. Some of you are good with tough love, safe. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm still going to come back to this question. Why don't men marry their spec? Because I see a lot of times that men don't marry their spec. They will have a particular spec and then they're going to be marrying something else. And then they'll still go out to meet that spec, to be following the spec and keep the woman at home. Don't even do that.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case.
Hey!
Me personally, as a man, I'll marry my spec now. I will date one girl for 2-3 years and I'll get married and she'll know my spec. Kill and she. Like, what are we doing? P.S. guys, I'm not Yoruba, but I'm just...
This guy is in the 1%, I've told you guys. Don't listen to what he's saying.
I'm telling you guys, like, nobody marries any village that is not their spec.
Hey, don't even go there.
She wants to diversify into cheating.
Yeah.
I'm a man, so she's a lady. She doesn't know why men cheat. We men know why men cheat. I mean, what's the number one thing a man requires from a lady? If you know, or should I remind you? Is respect. Is respect. You that your husband is cheating, are you respecting him?
The one that is respecting you at home, you are not. You will marry only Mary in the house. That is respecting you and kneeling down for you. Meanwhile, you still go and meet Buddy outside. That is slapping you. That's what.
It's ironic. It's a lie. I cannot see. Let me tell you something. This Lagos, this Nigeria is already too hot. So where my safe place is, like I'll call it my cave area. Every man likes to run back into their cave area. Have you seen a man that is in love? He's a child. You see, like just like when I'm outside, I'm always frowning my face and everything. But the second I get to my gate and I honk my car for them to open the gate, I drop all those walls and everything. I become very vulnerable. My girlfriend can testify.
Are you sure? I'm saying
my girlfriend can testify.
It's in the 1%. Are you sure?
Most men are babies. If you know how to baby your man, for ladies that know how to baby their man, you can come out and testify. You can come.
So how do you baby your man? Just by respecting him?
Not just by respecting. I mean, most women these days have acquired this masculinity traits on them. They want to look so much like a man.
It's you that made us masculine.
No, it's not me.
It's the men that made us masculine.
It's not man.
When the men are not living up to the expectations, so the women have to take on the roles. And it's not that we want to, but we don't have a choice.
That's a lie, though. That's a lie.
It's true.
With this kind of comments here, we're going to like visit patches that we're not supposed to visit. You understand?
Visit it.
Because now she's saying we men need them to want to be like men. Nah, it's just the generation we're in right now. So it's the generation we're in. We're in a woman's world right now, and women use emotion.
Are we really in a woman's world?
Yeah, it's a woman's world right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, women control the world right now. I mean, most songs have said this. Like, I don't need to start calling names of songs that have said this. Women are in charge now. So, where my battle is women want 50-50. Women want equity, but our own feminists in this part of the world want 50-50. They want equality with men. They want to share or rub shoulders with men. Then I don't have a problem with that. So you cannot blame a man for not wanting to feel, what's the word, like a baby to another man.
Let me cut you. Why do you think women want equality with men? Let me give you my own opinion. Like I said, it's because the men are failing these days. The men of these days are not the men of our fathers who were protective, who were loving, who were supportive. These days, you find men falling short. The thing a man is supposed to do, the woman is already doing it. So what else? She's going to ask for equality.
You see why I said that's a woman's world?
She's going to ask for equality because if you're not stepping up to the plate, if you're not stepping up to what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to be, let me tell you, every woman wants to be loved, wants to be babied, wants to be protected, wants to hide under a man, wants to be shielded and all that. But in the world that we are today, it so happens that is not happening. The men are not protecting anymore. The men are not providing. So if I as a woman don't have a man who is providing and protecting me, and then I'm able to do that for myself on some levels, excuse me, I'm going to ask for equality.
Well, I'll remind
because
you,
what are you doing? If you are not doing what you are supposed to do, then we are the same thing.
I'll remind you that as a man in this my generation, once they give birth to you, life is already leading you 10-0. So before you get to that 10-0 and surpass, you are drained already. Because yes, I'll say, let me use myself as an example. You know, I don't want to like dive too deep into myself, but responsibilities choke. And you need these days women are like, I'm a queen, I don't need to do anything, I need to be a baby. Women are jobless.
We don't make the rules. We don't make the rules.
You
see, are not jobless. So
you see a lot of jobless women with high taste. I promise you. Women these days want Birkin bags without no job. They want to live in 5-star houses and places without no job.
It's the quality of women that you are seeing.
Sharing. No, it's the quality of women. Quick question: how many women can not tie these days? How many women? Let's go out there. Not tie. How many women can not tie?
I think I can.
She thinks she's not sure.
I can.
She's not sure. So she's part of that 90% that cannot.
I can.
She's part of that 90% that cannot. So yeah.
But then you shouldn't judge a woman based on not in a tie because she doesn't have to wear a tie. How
many women can compose a CV? My category for dating women, I don't think I'll date because some women don't know where caps lock is.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You see, I just said it now that this depends on the quality of women that you are rolling with.
What are the qualities?
It depends on the quality of women you are rolling with. So you can't blame anyone for that.
What are the qualities of women we have?
No. I'm just saying that because an average woman, educated and all that. What do you mean I don't know where cap lock is? Why shouldn't I know where cap lock? Why shouldn't I be able to put together a CV?
Ladies, a round of applause for this beautiful lady.
Hey, I don't understand. But that's why I'm telling you that it's the quality of women. And I'm sorry to say this, but I think it's the Gen Z women. Because Gen Zs, they don't want to do anything. No, I'm sorry.
So
they don't want to do. Yes, it's Gen Z.
I told you that she's going to agree.
Gen Zs. They don't want to do anything.
What do we have? What's mostly common these days? This is a Gen Z world now.
I don't know.
Should I remind her that it's a Gen Z
world? It's a Gen Z world, but there is not only Gen Z that is in the world now.
Yeah, but popularly.
Okay, so you can't judge every woman based on a Gen Z woman.
My guys, I'm not judging everyone.
The Gen Z woman is the youngest woman of the, there's millennial, there's Gen X. Excuse me, don't judge every woman by Gen Z.
Those millennials are married and settled. Please, their generation, their generation of women, let me take you guys back. Then men were in charge, women were to like sit at home, take care of the kids. Men were workers, like factory, that was when the whole salary thing came about, people were leaving their farms to become workers, they were getting paid. So when they get paid, they take the money home to the wife. there was like division of labor, but now we don't even know.
And there was order.
That's what I'm saying.
And you said the men were the first thing you said was the men were in charge. So you will agree with me now that men are not in charge.
Women are doing what men are doing.
Because you people are not doing it, don't you get?
I don't agree with you.
Ah.
I don't agree with you. I want to give you an example.
Okay.
So I was watching a documentary and it's about people that won the lottery. Do you know that up to 70% of women that won lottery left their homes, like their family, their husbands and kids, to just be on their own because they feel like, oh, I've made it. Why should I be subdued or under a man when I can, live the lifestyle I want? Check most wealthy marriages that break. The woman has gone to like a pedestal, or she has gone to a level where she feels like she can take care of herself. She doesn't need a man, and then she opts out.
Don't say that. There are always other issues involved. It's not just that.
Yeah, I'm talking about issues that involve.
There are always
money.
other issues involved.
How many women?
And let me remind you also that when a man suddenly makes it big, that is when you will know that this wife you put home is not his spec. Or she's not enough. Oh, she's not even fine. Oh, she's too fat. Oh, and then you start seeking something else. That's when you start looking for something else outside. So it's not a gender thing. It's not a gender thing.
I think it is.
No,
because 80% of men that want the lottery went back home to their family, upgraded everything. Most men are looking for money to upgrade their family, make sure the wife is okay, the children are doing well. I know. I mean, let's go back to cheating now. You see a cheating man, yeah, this is where the difference is. A man that is cheating, if you call his wife's name, I don't know about the stupid ones, but like,
thanks for acknowledging.
Some men carry their wife on their head.
But they still cheat.
Yes, I mean, I'm not justifying cheating, but I'm just telling you that some men carry their wife on their head. That the second she finds out about you, they are cutting you off. Yes.
And getting another one.
They are cutting you off.
Another one.
Their wives, before they give you one naira, they make sure their home is healthy and safe. I don't know. I'm just speaking for the men that are wise.
Those are the wise ones, yes.
But when a woman starts cheating, my guy, leave her alone. Because women don't cheat for the fun of it. The second a woman starts looking outside, she's no longer emotionally involved with you.
Why?
Do you agree with me?
Not in all cases.
You think a woman will just wake up one day and go and sleep with somebody else? These people are like, they have to be emotionally attached to you.
I'm a woman, no. Don't speak for us. Let me do this speaking.
Women don't do one night stand.
Let me do this speaking.
Women don't do one night stand.
Let me tell you,
Women don't do
there
one
are
night stand.
different reasons a woman will cheat. There are different reasons. There are different reasons a woman will cheat, So the what you're talking about is when she's no longer emotionally invested, then that's the
height of it.
That's the height of it.
Okay.
And when it gets to that point, just know that okay, you've lost the woman. But before it gets to that point, you would have been seeing signs. And she most likely have been telling you or complaining, and somehow it's just that the men don't listen.
Women tell you.
They're not going to tell you that I'm going to cheat or I'm going to cheat. Not like that. Exactly. But like I always say, if someone cheats in a relationship, it's usually because there's a loophole somewhere. Something is lacking.
Is it always communicated? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Well, that's another thing. But something is always lacking, and then it will be communicated, but it might just not be communicated in the way that you would expect or the way that you are thinking. But there's usually some form of communication, whether verbal or body language or something. There's always some form of communication. It's just that the other party usually doesn't see it or overlooks it, until it gets too bad, and then you now say, oh, the woman did this, the woman did that. But then, like I said, there's always a loophole. That is what causes cheating. And one of the major reasons why a woman will cheat on you is attention. If she's not getting attention, forget it. And most men feel like once I provide.
Is that a major reason though? Like,
it's one of the major reasons. It's one of the major reasons because women love attention. They are attention seekers, attention grabbers, attention lovers. So if you're not giving your woman attention, it's like she's not there. Even if you are giving her all the money in the world or you are providing for her every need, but she doesn't have your attention. Why do you think that the partners or wives of people who are rich still cheat? Because yes, they have everything they need in the world, but the most important thing, that is the attention. that is me feeling love, me feeling wanted, is not there. So they're going to get it somewhere else. And that is why sometimes it seems like they go down when they do that. Because to be like, it's somebody beneath them, they are doing that. But it's the person that is giving them attention. It's the person that is giving them attention, the person that is saying what they want to hear. And that's the person they will now gravitate towards.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who communicates more between those genders to you?
That is a debatable question. Because I think it's an individual thing.
So I want to ask you personally, do you think you communicate more? Like, do you think you speak out more? Do you think you communicate enough? That should be my question.
Okay, enough. I do communicate,
The fact that you laugh, take notes.
Yeah, I will say, I do communicate, but sometimes it's not always verbal.
Okay, so your mode of communication most times is like...
I'm not saying, I said sometimes. I communicate verbally, but then some other times, my communication may not be verbal.
So
But then if you are my partner and you know me, you should be able to read and pick up on these signs.
You don't read anything.
So that's you guys' fault now for not seeing it. Because communication is not only verbal. Agreed. There's verbal and non-verbal communication.
But for serious matters,
you shouldn't always only look for the verbal. Like it is said, look for what is not said. You should always be attentive and know your woman enough to know what she's not saying when she's saying something or when she's saying nothing.
But my take on this matter is, as long as it's very important, please speak up. We can't always read your body languages. I hope you people know that. Even women can't even read women body languages sometimes. Yes, women can't even. So before I go into that, before I dive into this, I want to ask you your own mode of communication. Like, what do you bank on mostly? Do you actually speak out more, or you?
I just told you now. Why are you putting me on the spot?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. I have my reasons. So do you think you do more verbal or body language?
Yeah, I'm going to say 50-50 here.
I don't agree. There's no such thing as 50-50 when it comes to communication.
No, really. I'm going to say 50-50 because
agree.
I will communicate verbally. But on the same matter, I may not always communicate verbally. I mean, I've communicated verbally at some time. And then other times, I will just expect that you will pick up on my body language. Understand? Because you are my partner. You should know me. And then I've complained about this thing verbally. So, other times, you should pick up that, this is what's wrong here, or something. You should. I can't just be talking as much as communication is important, But like I said, it's not only verbal communication. Communication is verbal and non-verbal.
This question goes to you, the public. How long should a man tell you a particular thing before you stick to it, and how long should he endure before he takes action? I'm throwing this question to you guys, the ladies watching us right now. Yes,
it's
because
not me, it's you guys.
Yes, you guys. So answer this question by yourself on your own, and then justify this, because I'm speaking from experience. I know the baby again, so you keep telling a woman one thing over and over again. At what point do you think is enough to not tell her? And what's her reason for not heeding to your correction? Please, I need a very sincere answer to this.
Okay, if that's what you're saying, if a woman keeps doing something wrong, that's what you're saying.
Over and over
again. Well, to start with, let me tell you that you are not the only man that complains about that. Okay. So, and I'm not I'm not justifying. But then you have to keep telling her till you see changes.
Wow. Women are not accountable. Do you even know? Do you agree that women are not accountable? So now you have
no. There's accountability. There's no.
She just said you need to keep going.
Wait, you didn't let me finish.
All right, sorry, madam.
Till you see changes, and then some of the time, these changes are not going to come in big, very, very noticeable. Depending on what the thing is, it might just be small changes here and there. And once you get like a green light, like okay, looks like okay, then that's improvement. Then you should. But then when it's like, there is no change at all, you can't even see, then that's when there might be a problem.
So,
and then
for me, I feel like women don't handle communication very well, as much as we would like them to, because you have something going on. Probably the reaction I want it's never the case because I really don't get like the reaction I want from women or some women. So, this is why a lot of men are always like tied up. And when you talk, they say you talk too much. So, I mean, for the women that say men talk too much, I'm sure you are very familiar with the you talk too much situation.
Yes.
So,
I am.
I mean, how do women really actually deal with communication? Because me personally, I have maybe like you said, the kind of women I come across. But me personally, the way women deal with communication with me, I don't actually enjoy.
Well, okay, another thing I'm going to say is that, the way you communicate with a man is not the way you communicate with a woman. Mm-hmm. And then when you are communicating with a woman, depending on what the thing is, especially if it's something you're not happy about.
Let's use partner, please. Let's use partner.
Your partner, yes, especially your partner. If it's something you're not so happy about, there are ways to go around it. Don't take the offense. The offense does not work. It does not work. It does not work. I'm telling you now.
You have to go around.
Accountable. No.
You have to go around.
No. What I mean is that, you can't keep going on the offense or, speaking about it harshly and all that. Sometimes the woman is going to feel attacked. And that is not the essence. Yeah. You want a change. Yeah. It's not a fight. So you can't keep going on the attack. If you have tried attack is not working. Try another mode.
I'll drink on that.
Speak to her when she's happy, when you are lovey-dovey or something. Use other words. Communicate differently. Don't attack her. Speak to her in love. Love conquers all, they say. So don't just attack. Most men.
I wish it was vice versa.
I'm going to tell you, most men, what they do is attack. Is attack. Don't even argue it.
Most
is attack.
I don't agree.
Is attack.
I don't agree.
Not just like you said now. How many times do I have to say this before you change? I'm not saying you are doing this again. Sometimes why don't you even?
There are romantic men like us out there. There are romantic men like us.
Sometimes you have to dig into the problem.
You see.
Now wait. Find out why it's even happening in the first place. It might even be deeper than you think.
That's
it might be deeper than you think.
In.
So why don't you even find out that this thing? I keep telling this person, and it's like there's no change. It keeps going. Okay, let me even find out. Maybe there's more to this.
That's what I'm saying. That's where communication comes in. I'll give you guys an example. You come home, trying to like sleep with your wife, everything. Then she padlocks the place. Babe, what's going on? She tells you nothing. With a straight face. See, women don't speak up. They don't converse.
When a woman tells you nothing with a straight face, already there's something now. And you already know. You can't be messing up during the day and then when it's night, you're now baby alpha. It does not work that way. We don't work that way.
Good.
We don't work that way.
But when I ask you like 3 to 4 times, I think it's time for you to open up.
You should try 5 to 6 times. We don't work that way. I'm telling you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to do for the rest of our lives.
We don't roll that way.
This is what we have to do it for the rest of our lives.
Women are wired differently from men. Well, I don't know how your brain works. I don't know. No. That's not an abuse. I don't know how your brain works, and I don't know how you people compartmentalize stuff. But a man can be upset.
I don't know how our brain works. My brain is
wait now. You can be upset now, and then you see a naked lady, and that is, and you're ready to go, blah blah blah. But we are not like that.
Wow.
You can't have abused my father in the morning, and then in the afternoon you are, baby, alpha. I will not answer you.
But did you like go as far as telling this person that what you said earlier didn't resonate with me? Please don't do it next time.
Maybe not all of the time, because you should know now. You should know that. What was
we
that?
We shouldn't know anything. Women should
you should know. You people know when you do something. Especially if it's with your partner. You know your partner. You know what your partner likes.
But my partner
does not like.
But my partner don't know me.
Your partner knows you.
Because a lot of what you say now, it's never vice versa. I don't know why. There's so much expectations from men, but when it comes to the women, men should understand. It's not done like something is going on wrong with my life. I don't communicate with her. There's a problem. Something is wrong with her. That's what I'm saying. Like my first issue was that how do women deal with communication? Because you try to communicate with a woman, it's not going her way. There's a problem. There's a problem. So a lot of the time, men tend to like keep to themselves because they know how their wives will react. Like you said, you should know your partner. So men know these partners, and they choose to keep to themselves. And when they can't even keep to themselves anymore, I mean, I'm sure you've seen movies, and I know of some men, they pay for women. They don't necessarily sleep with them. They just pay these women.
Pay for women. I mean, they have side chicks. You shouldn't pay for women.
Not every man have side chicks. You stop. You change this narrative. I've seen a very wealthy man pay a woman just to talk to her, just to like air out his feelings, let things go. Like
why can't he talk to his partner?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of women don't know how to have this. Have this communication, have discussions. Not every woman can have like a heart-to-heart. Men marry down. A man will go and marry somebody that cannot have that is not to his level or standard, that cannot like.
That's on the man now.
Now men are being blamed for that.
No, like you just said that.
You know, all these things. I mentioned an issue earlier that when a man is trying to sleep with his wife, she padlocks the place, and the man is like, "What's going on?" She says nothing. You ask five times. You ask like 3 to 4 times. She keeps saying nothing. I said you should ask up to 5 or 6. I mean, 3 times is enough for me.
Hey, for you as a man, but for a woman now.
Communication helps the whole situation.
She's just getting into the mood to tell you. Because obviously you've done something wrong, and then she's feeling like, oh, you should pick up on that.
Well, I've learned something today. Women get in the mood to have conversations now. Women get in the mood to tell you things. So, well, how long does this mood last? Because we need to be knowing now. We need to be knowing now. Because, I mean...
The thing with women is, once you offend a woman, you know. You will know now.
Yeah, okay. Now your message has been passed. That, okay, I've offended you. I am sorry. But what am I sorry for? That's the problem I always have with these women. They don't tell you. They expect you to understand literally everything. Literally everything.
And maybe because women feel that, okay, you are partners, so you should know me to some level. I know the things that irk me and the things that I don't like and the things that please me.
You know, in this world, you can't know somebody 100%.
Of course, I know that.
So that's where communication comes in. My point is, women should try to communicate more.
Well, I'm big on communication. I'm big on communication because I feel like all those even silent women and all, I think they are all just not necessary. You should communicate at the point that something is wrong. Just communicate about it so that it does not stretch.
Like I said, your
animosity does not stretch.
Your applaud is beautifully. She's not Gen Z though. She's not Gen Z. Because Gen Z, you people know you don't communicate. Anything you learn today, you want to come and try it to someone innocent boy. Things that they don't give you at all. Because I mean, how can you have a coconut head and when you're looking for a wig of 2 million naira? 2 million naira that I have not seen before.
Yeah.
Yes, like let's talk about these things. And these girls or ladies, excuse my French, don't learn the positive things. It's the negative they are fixated on. Like they want to anything that comes out today that is bad, they're down for it. Yes, I mean for a guy like me, I like to talk. I like to like air out my view and speak freely. But when I meet a lady that sees me as a talk active, because I like to talk about how I feel, you call me a talk active, and you expect me.
It's a good thing to be able to talk.
And you expect me to come to you tomorrow to tell you that something's wrong. I wouldn't. I'll keep to myself. True. And it gets to a point where I can't take it anymore. I can't like hold it in anymore. I find somebody else to talk to.
Yeah, you get a side chick.
If that's what she wants to call it, 90% of the men that you see and how they come across these side chicks, they find or go to places where they feel caved in, like their safe area, their safe place. Your safe place should be at home with your wife and kids. But if your home doesn't feel safe, you find somewhere else. I'm not justifying cheating. You all don't get me wrong.
Because I've heard that a lot of men who have side chicks, that's what they are for. They are supposed to be like their comfort and all that. That's their safe place instead of their home. They make those people their safe place, so to say. That's where they go to air all their problems, to get comfort, solace, and everything, and then they now go back to the house.
Should I remind you that these side chicks have boyfriends and are not good to their boyfriends? Most of them are not good to their boyfriends. The way they are to their sugar daddies are not the way they are to their boyfriends. It's just like being a demon to your own boyfriend
Oh, wow.
and being an angel to your sugar daddy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So women need to do better. Women need to do
But
better.
wait. Are you trying to tell me now that it's only sugar daddies that have side chicks?
Well, I mean,
It's not.
you cannot not have money and then you are having a Gen Z. How do you people do it? You all need to educate me. Because if you don't have money these days, please, I was strolling down my street. I saw this very beautiful girl. I parked. Like, hi, how you doing? She was like, you want to talk to me? I'm like, of course, why did I park? And then she said, I need to buy her akara first. I told a friend the story.
I've told you it's the quality of women. I've told you.
This Omoyibo that was very fine. Like, she's very, very fine. We go straight. She was standing at the akara man shop. I was like, see this fine girl. I parked. I was like, hello, how you doing? She was like, you're talking to me. I'm like, yes. She was like, you have to buy akara for me first though. I'm like, akara, okay, how much? She said 1.5. I said, all right, no problem. But they've taught me. Like I said, I'm Igbo, but I grew here in Yoruba. So there's an adage in Yoruba that says, or let me say it in English: if you use money find love, you go pay tire. So now I'm buying akara to talk to you 1.5. So when I get your number, I want to call you. I'll send you airtime 5K first. I'll use my airtime.
Yes,
and call you. And then when I want to see you, I will send a helicopter to come and pick you. See, I mean, it's not making sense anymore. It's not making sense. So, just as a woman here, try to communicate more. I don't have anything against women. Women are like very beautiful. Women are powerful. Use your power. The issue I have.
And they are using power now. That's why they are asking for 2 million.
Wow. That's the wrong use of power, though. Like, I feel like women, a lot of women, let me say 80% of women don't know the power they possess. Women are in charge, women are in control, but they don't know. And when they know these things, they use it for the wrong things. I mean, have you seen your husband around you? Let's use example. Let me give you an example. Have you seen a man who is begging for sex? Now she said, guys, fuck up.
I'm with you.
That man will literally say anything. That man will act like a toddler just to get sex. That's your power. That's your power.
See, that's the problem now. You people are the one propagating this agenda. So you make it seem like all a woman is about is sex. And sex is the only commodity that she has to sell.
People don't get me wrong.
And then when they now tell you that this body they bring to the table now, people will be vexing.
No, don't get me wrong. That I said women have power. They're in control. Yeah, sex is one of the ways you can be in charge. I mean, like I mentioned something earlier that a way to control your sexual life is to show some skin. Because some of you wear hoodie up, wear joggers down, then you wear 3 socks, and then you complain that your husband don't find you appealing. Those are for the ones that are too show. The ones that are not, they wear 3 wrapper, hair everywhere, no face beats, nothing. And I mean, don't blame men for not. Men, as we grow, like I said, there's a change. Change is very constant.
Changes.
So if you keep your game on, I don't think your man will cheat on you. I don't.
Say that, so.
She's a lady. I am a man. I am telling you from a man's stance that if your game is high, I mean, men like challenges. He wakes up in the morning, he sees one very sexy ass fine bunny, and one fine lady that is sleeping on his bed. He will not even let you go anywhere. Anywhere you are going, he will escort you because he doesn't want other men to steal his snack. But you are there.
Snack.
Yes. Look like a snack for your husband. Look like a snack for that boyfriend. Don't always look like a dragon. Don't always look like a dragon. Yes. There's no peace where you are. He's coming home. He's thinking about all the complaints, all the nagging. I'm billing is part of the relationship for me. I mean, as long as you are giving a man peace, you don't need to bill. That if a man loves you, he will story everybody in his life just to get to you. At least when I do puppy love, I go use my transport buy suya for babe. I go trek, go meet the babe. Not be love be that. So I mean, when a man loves you, he spends every penny on you. Just make sure he has peace, he's happy. When a man is happy, he will do like literally anything and everything for you.
Manners.
But you, that's why your Gen Zs or the side chicks are like getting it more. You would like I know that women are very emotional people. They don't try to be logical. They are very logical too. Don't get it twisted. But most of the time they use their emotions. So try to use your logic sometimes and try to understand why this.
We are not using our head. Go ahead.
No, I didn't say that.
Eh?
You see, now that's the emotion speaking. That's the emotion speaking. Try to understand why that small girl is stealing your man away from you. Instead of complaining and nagging. As your husband is coming home today, you know your husband is cheating. You, I'm talking to you. You know your husband is cheating. Yeah, make that turkey pepper soup for that your husband. You know his favorite. Make that, don't just make it with your wrapper on your head. Spice yourself up.
You wear a luxury.
Spice yourself up. If he did not turn, just know you married a gay. If your husband did not fall for you, he's a gay you married. But as long as
you talk about.
I'm telling you go. You get me?
Okay.
Feed him and feed him again. When he wakes up in the morning, he will spray you money, except he's broke. And even broke when they get money when they But when you come on nag today, your children did not your children's school fees, your children. Yeah, men are like to provide. You don't tell a man how to be responsible. We know our responsibility as
you just don't do it sometimes.
It's a lie. It's a lie. We know our responsibility. Give us room. Encourage us. Go easy. Try to encourage the men out there. Shout out to you guys, man. It's been really tough.
The real men the ones that are doing what they're supposed to do.
There's never a time I heard that men are starting to have NAFDAC. So I feel like all men are real. Just support the man.
Oh wow.
The man behind that smile. The man behind that smile. Support him. Encourage him. Sometimes we just feel like, the world is failing us, or the only woman really they get depressed too. Men say
Yeah.
Encourage that man, tell him things will be good again. Maybe all this one will say things tough 2 seconds for your man. You don't need find another man. You don't need find another man. It's not good anyway. We are just different colors, we are the same people. So that's my advice for you ladies. And for you men, please stick to your wife. Try to communicate more. I don't know why they advise now. But I feel like the problem is from women. I want to be
I hear you. So guys, you have heard it. You have heard what you need to do to make your man happy, to make your man stay. Ladies, they say you don't moan. Please. Moan. They say stop acting like log of wood on the bed. Yes. Stop tying wrapper. You have heard it from a man, So take those tips and put it into practice. So thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you come next time, I call you. So thank you guys. I'm sure you have enjoyed this video. So don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe so that you can get notifications for our future videos. And I'll be seeing you.
Bye guys. See you all soon.